that nigga in your life every now and then is going to tell you, hey, man, come on, man, get this stuff straight, man. Straighten up your face, dude.
Amen.
Can I be real?
Amen.
So that's the way you are. You got to have it. You got to have that one person in your life that's a ride or die. That's going to say, you know what, man, I know you're in a bad spot right now. I ain't going to $25. It ain't much, but look, what's mine is yours, what's yours is mine.
Amen.
It shows character. When you got to be the one always footing the bill for everything.
Yes.
For your friend. And they know you ain't got the money. Can I help y'all?
Come on.
They know I'm broken, and they'll put you in a spot, help somebody, where you have to use money that you don't have. I said, well, girl, I'll go ahead and get this time when I get back to the house. When we get to the house, here, we jump out the car and go home. Or I'll get back to you when I get my check on the 3rd.
Well.
And when the 3rd comes, you call, and nobody answers the phone. Voicemail come up, you shoot them a text. They get the text and you know that they received the text, but they'll text you about something that have nothing to do with your money. Look at your neighbor and say, girl, where my money at?
Girl, where my money at?
Now look, I want the fellas to do this. Say, man, where my money at?
Man, where my money at?
Am I making sense?
Yes, man.
I ain't apologizing for saying nigga either. Because some of y'all say stuff worse than that. But that's a different story. But it is remarkable how we allow folk to get into our lives that don't give a hoot about us. And when that time comes, see, it takes stuff like this to find out who your friends are. Because as long as you got all the money when you was doing good, that's how he accumulated all these friends. He didn't get these friends when he was going through.
All right. All right.
When anybody stayed in the projects?
Yeah.
You had everybody over at the house all the time, didn't you? Most of us. Everybody want to come hang out at your house. Because you the one that had the place where they didn't have PlayStation then. But they had Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Atari, Dreamcast. Now we can find out how old y'all are.
Food. We had
I
food.
say that. I don't know nothing about all that. But they want to come hang out at your house. You never get a chance to go to their house. You never see their mama, their dad, but they always want to be at your house. So you accumulate all these friends, not because of who you are, but because of what you have. Ask me how I know. Say, how you know, Pastor? I know. Because when I got into some tight situations, now one of the Negroes was around to help me put my pieces back together.
Not one.
They ran off and found the next. Can I say this sucker? Because they're not there for your well-being. And can I help you right here? These are the folk, when this time comes, you should know and is saying in yourself, this is time for me to cut these folk off. Whew. Because a friend, they want to see you do better. They want to help you do better. They don't come to cut you down. Whew. And we have some friends that as soon as we lost our stuff, they was over there with a place where we lost it at, waiting for it.
Yes, they were.
Truth of the matter is they had their eyes on it all the time.
Yes, they did.
And they were just with you to help you lose it. Help you make bad decisions to get what you had. And when you lose it, girl, I don't know why you did that. And you come over their house and it's sitting up in their house. Have you ever been done like that?
Yes.
My brother, he was off the car. My first car was a Oldsmobile 9.8. My wife didn't like it.
I did.
But it was good. I liked it. Really. 1983 Oldsmobile 9.8. Immaculate condition. And I went to show my brother had a Delta 80, the same color and everything, the champagne color. And he wanted the 9.8 body style. So I drove up to the job and said, oh man, there's gawking on. Oh man, blah, 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 blah. so, I'm sorry, baby. So, oh, man, I like this car, I want it, and man, so, drove it, until my transmission went out. And if you told me when I first got it, man, if you ever want to get rid of this car, you let me know, you better watch out. When people start expecting you to lose stuff,
Come on.
Wow.
if you ever want to get rid of this, if you ever want, so they have expectancy, they know it, what they are intended to do. If you ever get rid of this car, I want to be the first person on your list to get this car. He said, I don't care if it was wrecked up, if it was ragged, I want this car. I said, cool. Transmission went out. And we worked at a mechanic shop. So my car was sitting there. I was like, okay, man, I ain't got the money. He said, I tell you what, this is what I do. The white folk is trying to help you, to put you in a spot where you can't help yourself. I'll tell you what I do. I'll put up the money for the transmission. And you just pay me back whenever you can. I said, okay. So now he's in a position to get it if something was to happen to me. So time went on until my fuel pump went out. Now I didn't know my fuel pump. Somebody told me it was my catalytic converter. And they told me if you get under there and punch a hole in the catalytic converter, that it'll allow the oxygen to come through and it won't clog up. That's why your car won't stay running. So I sat there and just let it sit there, and somebody backed into it in the driveway. So at that time I got me another car. So I won't worry about the car no more. So now he popped, hey man, where your car at? I said, man, catalytic converter done went out. And I came back and said, oh man, it's gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Oh man, bring it up to the house. I'll fix it. So I took it to the house, let it sit there, and he troubleshooted it. Found out that it was the fuel pump, but didn't come tell me. So here I am thinking that it's my catalytic converter whom I done climbed up under the car, done poked a hole in it, and now it sounds like a big truck. This car sounded. He said, man, what's wrong with this thing, man? He took it, let it sit at my father's house. So finally he comes and says, man, that car's been sitting there so long. Man, you don't want that car. I said, well, I got this car. My wife didn't like it anyway. I said, well, you can go ahead and have it. That time I seen it, he pulled up. He pulled up in my mama's house with my car. It ain't got that boom, 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 and it's running. I said, man, hold on. I said, oh, man, there's nothing wrong with the fuel pump. I said, how much fuel pump? I said, $45. This is family. This family, this is my blood brother. Same mother, same father. But when folk want what you got, like I say, blood is thicker than water, but both of them are liquid. You know what that means? They both can be sopped up with a towel. And if they want it bad enough, they both just sop it up with a towel. So it don't even matter. You can clean up blood just like you can clean up water. So it don't make a difference, does it? So we find ourselves broken, confused, disconnected, disjointed, out of place. We don't fit no more. We go to family reunion, people look at you like you ain't supposed to be there, like you ain't part of the family. What's wrong with you? Where your mom? Yeah, where you come from? Well, I was in last year. What? Who your daddy? Like you don't belong. No. Job was right. He's dealing with all this kind of stuff. But in the process, he's broken. Disconnected. Disassociated. They call you antisocial. Call you bipolar. That was right. See, they'll never be nothing. Disconnected. They don't even come around. Don't call them no more. Don't see them. You have to bump into them. Go to Job 37. I'm going through it. I said, it'll be oxymoron. less of because the subtraction has been made. Are you here? 37 and 14. And in the midst of all this, Job has to have a talk with himself. Have to talk with himself. Watch this. Job said, listen to this, Job. Stop and consider God's wonders. Do you know how God controls clouds and makes his lightnings flash? Do you know how the clouds hang poised, those wonders of him who is perfect in knowledge? You will swelter in your clothes when the land lies hushed under the sound wind. Can you join him in spreading out the skies, hard as a mirror of cast iron? Tell us what we should say to him. We cannot draw up your case because of your darkness. Should I be told that what I want to speak? When any man asks to be swallowed up, Job is saying, did I ask for this? Did I ask to be put in this position? Ask yourself, say, did I ask for this? Do I deserve this? Can I tell you one thing about Job? Job was a good man. Job was doing everything right. He was not running the streets and just loose and everything. He had some self-control. He was a family man. Okay? Now, no one can look at the sun bright as it is in the sky after the wind has swept them clean. Out of the north he comes in golden splendor. He's talking about God. Look at what he said in verse 22. God comes in awesome majesty. Somebody say awesome majesty.
Awesome majesty.
The Almighty is beyond our reach and exalted in power, in his justice and great righteousness. He does not oppress, therefore men reverence him. For does not he not have regard for all the wise at heart? Watch this. Now Job is speaking about God. Now let's go to chapter 40, verse 6. Now Job, in his broken state, he have a talk with himself, but he's talking to himself about God. Have you ever been there? Look at you, I'm there right now. I need God to move for me right now. Chapter 4, verse 6. Chapter 40, verse 6. Thank you. Job began to talk about God. Now God is about to speak to Job. And the Lord spake to Job out of the storm. Look at you, say out of the storm.
Out of the storm.
Can I tell you, because the storm is allowed to break you into pieces. Anybody remember Ike? Hurricane Ike. Not Ike, Hurricane Ike. I remember Ike. Do y'all see the damage that is done? Can I help you? Sometimes we are in the midst of an Ike.